Hey FCF, we're continuing in our it's going to be a long journey where we're looking at bees. A lot of scripture that just tells us, God just says, hey, just be this. Just today, for example, be enthusiastic. Let me read you from Romans 12:11. It says, never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Serve the Lord with great fervor, with great passion, with great energy is the idea behind it. The scripture from Old Testament to New Testament, it never it never compliments laziness. It never compliments a lack of willingness to work hard. It never compliments a lack of enthusiasm, particularly when something is worthy of enthusiasm. In this case, it says, never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Colossians 3:23, one of my favorite portions of scripture, says, do all things heartily or enthusiastically as unto the Lord, or in other words, like you're doing them for the Lord. Serve others, in the workplace, for example, serve your boss, your company, as though you're serving the Lord. You're working for the Lord. We are beings that are wired to do things that have authentic value and to do them with our utmost energy and passion. It is actually fulfilling. One of the things I learned many years back when I was still doing construction work, and I didn't want to be in construction work, I wanted to serve the Lord, but at that point I was still in construction work. And as a Christian, I found that when I took serious those passages of Scripture that urged me to whatever I do it with all my heart as though I'm doing it for the Lord. But when I actually started doing that, when I started pouring myself into my work with my utmost, just giving it 100% every single day, it actually became more exciting and fulfilling to me. It was really ironic. The work that I didn't want to do suddenly became enjoyable to do because I was going at it with ferocity, for want of a better term. So laziness is my enemy. It's your enemy. It's our enemy. We are not wired. We're made in the image of God. God is not a lazy being. He does things that are worthy, and he does them with passion and with thoroughness, and that's who you are. That's who I am when we become our Christ-like self. So this is a verse that we can apply into so many areas of our life. We all have areas of life where we tend to be lazy. And don't get me wrong, you got to learn how to pace yourself. You got to learn how to rest. You can't sprint all the time. And those things change as we go through seasons in life and that sort of thing. But if you have an area in life where you're not that enthusiastic, but it's something the Lord has appointed as appropriate. It's a duty, and there's all kinds of duties. Some of them are rather, everyday things, like, there's just the duties to care for things that are around us and so forth. But maybe we're not as enthusiastic about them. Well, if you take this verse to heart, say, I'm going to do this now. Let's take something really mundane and dreadful. Okay, taking the trash out on trash day or whatever it is. Typically, we're not very excited about that. But if you get like, hey, this is one of my God-given duties. This is a character developing mechanism. I'm going to go at this. I'm going to be enthusiastic about this. You'll find that it transforms what was once arduous. It becomes a little more enjoyable to do, ironically. So enthusiasm, fervor, energy, passion, pouring ourselves into something, giving 100%, whether it's appreciated or not appreciated. It doesn't matter if anybody appreciates it. When you give 100%, the Lord is watching, he sees, and if we're doing it for his pleasure, well, we will benefit from this because we as beings are wired to do things that matter and to do them with our whole hearts. So, one last time, never be lazy, but work hard, serve the Lord enthusiastically. We'll just leave it there. Thank you.